Lekki is arguably Lagos State's fastest growing suburb, and it is undergoing a massive turnaround. But some investors and residents are complaining about poor infrastructure and environmental issues. And as expected, in an area with a growing population, traffic is also an issue. We want to find out how the local government administration is easing the pains of its residents, and joining us now in the studio is the chairman local government of Lekki Development Area, Olaitan Ogidon. Good to have you here on the News Hour.
Thank you for joining us.
Now let's begin with your programs in Lekki. Give us an idea of what you've done so far since you took office.
Well, immediately I came into office, let me say it concisely. I am an indigenous of that place, born and bred in Lekki LCDA. I know a lot of challenges the Lekki LCDA is been facing, and that's why people voted me in. The challenges in terms of, there are challenges in terms of educational development. There are challenges in the areas of education, challenges in the areas of electrification. In fact, the base of the people of Lekki LCDA today is electricity. In fact, it is the economy of that place, the survival of the people in that area, revolves around electricity. Because if there's no electricity, the people cannot do anything. Even the people cannot work effectively. So when I came on board, I decided to electrify the town, to go in line with the development agenda of the Lagos State government, of my governor, the vibrant governor, a governor whose reign has not been met, has not been equaled in the state. Mr. Akinwumi Ambode, FCA. He said he charged all of us, all the chairmen in the state, to go and replicate what he's doing all over the state, that endears him among the citizens in Lagos State. And that's why I took electrification. Lekki has not seen electrification in the last 9 years. In fact, for the first time in the history of Lekki LCDA, I electrified the entire town to give them a sample. This is what I'm going to do. This is an example of what I'm going to do. And the moment I did that, there were claps all over the places. Is that the only ovation? No, that's not the only project. That's one. Two, I went into establishment, the construction of computer centers for the school children. Knowing fully well that that area has a lot of problems. There are problems of communications, of transportations, transporting children, school pupils from one area, riverine area, to the urban centers, from one areas of the area of the local government into to learn basic computer training. This is not there. Because of that, I had to start constructing a computer center. Okay. There's one in Lekki already constructed, stuffed with computer equipments, and also equally purchase a bus that will be conveying students from their various schools to the center. They will learn whenever they have the timetable raise computer training. They will bring them there to that school, and all of them will learn that. Right. And that will bring them on the same pedestal with their counterparts in urban centers, because the examination these days is done through computer. Right. Well, in addition to that, I refurbished a collapsed customary court to a modern, in fact, you need to call it a high court, not even a magistrate court, and it's a customary court. You don't want it to be there. All right,
let's ask you now, what level of support have you had from investors in the Lekki Free Trade Zone?
Well, we've had some assistance from investors from the Lagos Free Trade Zone. They've helping us to build some schools for the children in the locality. They built in the area of in Dasho area and TJ area. They help us in building, and of course, people are even demanding from them now that you consult high school, secondary school from them. Well, in fact, so many challenges are there in terms of what they are paying, whether they are paying them their dues in terms of the ancestral land that was taken away from them, because their land revolved around land. But we have to be grateful to Governor Akin Mambodi, who is really assisting the community. In fact, he created a board, a committee that is really he named them a community relation committee for
all right, talking about land now,
yeah.
Lekki, we know, is more of a sandfield area,
exactly.
and there's always this talk of environmental concerns
yeah,
in Lekki.
Exactly.
And the last flooding that happened in Lagos witnessed, a massive, relocation of Lagos residents from Lekki to the mainland. Now, you're a local government chairman of Lekki LCDA.
Exactly.
So what are you doing with respect to controlling environmental issues that usually besiege that area whenever flooding or rains happen in Lagos?
Yeah, thank you. Lekki LCDA is a land, it has a acreage of land that is below the sea level. And because of that, we were charged by the governor to go around and make sure that we put everything in place. We ensure that the drainages are cleared. Not only that, even waterways will be cleared. Immediately I came into power, I went around, I inspected all the areas, and there are flooding all over the places. There's no town in the place that was not flooded. How do I do this? People came into my town and said, I have to move out. I ensured that earth movers, caterpillars were procured and taken to each of these areas that were blocked. We started excavating. We excavated all these areas. All the drainage channels were cleared. We have about 14 lakes there, natural lakes there. And during rainy season, all the lakes will be overflown. When they overflown, there's what called upwelling of the water, of the pool of water, from the lakes to the environment. And as a result of this, we discovered that it was the blockages of some mangrove trees that have been blocking the free flow of water. As a result of this, we have to procure earth movers to move into it, amphibious caterpillars were brought into the water, and they started destroying, and channels were created
now,
for easy flow of water. Immediately I did that. For the first day I did it, the people breathed a new lease of life in the place.
Okay,
and
so
in fact, they were uploaded.
So from what you're saying now, even if rains come again, you wouldn't have
it. It will not.
It would not affect the place.
We have experienced heavy rainfall almost 4 or 5 times there. There's no, we have not.
All right, we also understand that a refinery is being built in that area.
That's
is
all.
that you're doing? Is
That's
it
true.
you constructing it? And how is it affecting the people of that area?
The refinery that is being constructed there, we have had discussion with the concessionaires, and they have told us that the petroleum industry refinery that they are constructing there is not going to affect the community adversely, because the oil will be brought through the ocean into the place, and the refinery will be built in such a way that the effect, the negative effect, will not be on the immediate environment.
How do you plan to do that?
Into the sky.
How do you plan to do that?
No, we discussed with them, and every time we normally have discussion with them, visit them, and we share opinion with them on a weekly, almost on a monthly basis. That's what we do. We go to them, we visit them, we ensure that we had meetings with them, and the government has so planned in such a way that whenever they want to make any landmark improvement on whatever they are doing in that area, the chairman of the local government is make an important stakeholder in such that the interest of the people will not be jeopardized.
So, but with this,
the Minister of Commerce and Industry
okay.
is on top gear on this, and we are always there. The Permanent Secretary, the Commissioner for Commerce and Industry, they are always inviting the chairman of the local government. I'm always on the table to discuss the development in that area, vis-a-vis the welfare of people in Lekki LCDA.
All right, so with this petroleum refinery that is going to be located in Lekki, are we seeing a large-scale production, or it's only for that area particularly?
It's a production that's going to take care of all the shortages we have in the country. The moment that thing is in full operation.
That's grandiose.
I'm telling you,
I mean, you're not referring to just Lagos, you're saying the whole of the country.
It's the first of its kind in Africa. And when it is done, the issue of people not having fuel anywhere will become a thing of the past.
Wow.
And you can assure that there won't be any environmental hazards whatsoever?
There wouldn't be. Because provision has been made that waste from the production will go into far, far up in the sky. So that it doesn't affect the environment.
But it comes down.
No, it doesn't come down.
Because it's
low.
Go into
there's what they call conventional current in the sky. I did a lot of geography.
And then it disappears from the
conventional current of winds in the sky. We'll pick it over. Because the distance it will take before it starts.
Well, we wish you all the very best in your other efforts in Lekki Free Trade Zone.
We have a lot. And
Olaitan Ogidon, Chairman, Lekki Local Development Area. Thank you for being here.
But yes, but we have not done. We have to touch other areas.
We have constructed
the magistrate the court. I told you that.
Yes, you have.
And I said we are equally constructing culverts that's going to help the drainages there.
Yes, you said a lot, sir, but because of time, we'd like to thank you.
We have
to very much
for
what you said.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, hundreds of students